Hello again, everybody! Zack Attack is here with the attack line for today. 12! Wednesday, December 12th, 2012. Hope everyone's having a great day thus far on this 12-12-12 day. There's a concert tonight, and I'll get to that and some news about it in a moment. But wind down, kicking things off with this attack line with me, DJ Zack Attack News. Last night I had a gig. Yes, a whale Tuesday night gig for me. I did a Christmas staff party for a company named Futures Foundation, this special disability company that does stuff at schools or whatever. At Livonia, in Livonia, 5 Mile in Livonia, one of the farthest places I have to travel for a gig this year. And for me, the Tuesday night show was a decent one, because there was not much hard drinking, it was a decent get-together. We had a little bit of dancing going on, but it kind of reminded me of the gig I did back in November, the Lions Hearing Center show, when I did with Carmen Holland from Channel 4 back in November. This show, last night was kind of like that show, the Lions Hearing Center show. They both started off great with dancing. We did like a bunch of dance songs coming up, the first 4 or 5 songs, and then after those first initial songs like Cha-Cha Slide, Cupid Shuffle, and The Hustle, it just fizzled out, and people started leaving, and by 9 o'clock, we were supposed to play till 10. By 9 o'clock, it was like 5 people left, because it was Tuesday night, but it was still a decent show for what it was. And Kim Clanton, I know, is on this YouTube page, my YouTube page. I'm subscribed to her, too. So, Kim, if you're watching this, the person that got me the show last night, thank you, Kim, for the show again at Futures Foundation. I think I'm already set for next year, too, but I hope it's a different day, though, but it was still a fun show last night, nonetheless. Now, on with the entertainment news of the day, starting with your Billboard #1s, with a new #1 album and a new #1 single. Starting with your new #1 album, a new old #1 album. After 1 week, Alicia Keys got kicked off on #1 with Go On Fire By. Like I said, an old #1. Taylor Swift's Wed, back up at #1 with some pre-Christmas shopping. I think that's probably why it's back at #1, because everyone's buying it for Christmas. But Wiz Khalifa and Kesha, the two biggest releases, did not debut at #1, but they still had decent top debuts. I think Wiz Khalifa debuted at #2. And I think Kesha's at least in the top 5. So there you go. And when it comes to the new #1 single, the good news and the bad news. The good news is, after 3 weeks, Rihanna's Diamonds got kicked off by Bruno Mars. Yes, with his album, Unorthodox Jukebox, set to hit the Billboard charts next week. Billboard #1 single is, of course, Bruno Mars' newest single, Locked Out of Heaven. Now, I say bad news because I haven't played it much besides Soundcheck. No one's requested it. It's like Diamonds. I've never played it until a while ago when it was #1. Now that Bruno Mars is #1, I may have to play it more. It's an okay song. And I've said it before about Locked Out of Heaven. It is better than Diamonds. So at least that's a good thing. At least something other than Diamonds is #1. But it has to be Bruno Mars. But still, I've said it. Locked Out of Heaven is better than Rihanna. Anything's better than Diamonds. Anything with a beat that's danceable is better than anything that's better than Diamonds. Anything. So there you go. Bruno Mars, new #1 single. A new #1 album, Taylor Swift. And of course, Bruno Mars is set to maybe face off against Taylor Swift next week. Now in the big news, Rockin' Hall of Fame announces their inductees for the class of 2013. And boy, oh boy, it's a bunch of unlikelies. Especially, I think what triggered it is they let the fans vote. They have a fan ballot. So I think that kind of took it overboard with these inductees. The non-performers to be inducted will be Lou Adler, famous producer, another famous producer, which I'm also very surprised that it took him this damn long to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Especially, he's produced so many Rock and Roll Hall of Famers, including and especially Michael Jackson, the one and only Quincy Jones is finally going into the Hall of Fame. And also going into the Hall of Fame, Albert King, a famous blues guitarist, is going in there. And also going in after numerous attempts on the ballot, but unfortunately is finally going in after she died. Donna Summer has been on the ballot many times, but now she's finally going in. Of course, the self-proclaimed Queen of Disco, known for many hits like Last Dance, Bad Girls, Hot Stuff, Heaven Knows, MacArthur Park, Turn On the Radio, dim all the lights. You can go down the line with Donna Summer. And I know many rock and rollers say she's not really rock and roll material, but indeed, Donna's a big influence for many female singers. No matter the disco tag. That kind of custom. And a man who's happy he isn't dead like Donna Summer to get in the Hall of Fame. An unlikely man, I say, of all the inductees, probably the most unlikely guy I think doesn't deserve it. Randy Newman is also going in the Hall of Fame this year. Prolific songwriter. That's why I think he's going in more as a songwriter than as a musician or a singer. Also going in the Hall of Fame after numerous years of being on the ballot. Heart is going in. They were on it last year. Now they're in the Hall of Fame this year. And Nancy Wilson, the first big girl group of rock. You can go down the line with their influences on many female rockers with their smashes like Barracuda, Crazy on You, Magic Man, and of course their heyday in the 80s with These Dreams, Never, and What About Love. And I know a lot of people will be mad about this. Going in the first ballot, and I knew this was going to happen, Public Enemy, P.E., Chuck D, Flavor Flav, and Professor Grip are going in the Hall of Fame. Now, some would say rap doesn't belong, but Chuck D say it does. And indeed, if there was another rap act, there was 2 rap groups to be inducted to be eligible this year. It was NWA and Public Enemy. And despite the fact that NWA has had many prolific members like Ice Cube, Eazy-E, and of course Dr. Dre, I felt that Public Enemy deserved it a little bit more than NWA, and that's why Public Enemy's in. And they have the best production, the hip-hop production. The Bomb Squad really changed the face of production, and Chuck D's lyrics, and of course the content about, Farrakhan and all the Black Power stuff. So, and they're one of my favorite rap groups. And look at I'm a white person, but I love Public Enemy. They're awesome. One of my favorite rap groups. And a group that finally getting in the Hall of Fame after years and years of disrespect, especially being shouted out to get in the Hall of Fame by many fans, including Stephen Colbert, James Hetfield doing his own Hall of Fame speech, and of course, prolifically, Eddie Trunk of That Metal Show, finally going in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this year. Alex Lifeson, Neil Peart, and Geddy Lee, otherwise known as Rush, finally going in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this year after many years of disrespect. And many Rush fans are happy, and Rush themselves are happy. There's only a couple blemishes. Deep Purple was also on the ballot, and they're not getting in this year, and many other bands are not getting in. So if Rush finally going in, hopefully Kiss and Deep Purple are next. So finally, the years of disrespect, Rush is finally going in the Hall of Fame, joining Public Enemy. Many fans will be pissed that they got in first ballot, yet it took Rush years. Same with Heart, and also going in Donna Summer, Randy Newman, Albert King, Lou Adler, and Quincy Jones. The induction ceremony will take place in March in Los Angeles, and I'm assuming HBO will be airing the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame ceremony. And of course, HBO will, like many networks tonight, airing the 12-12-12 concert. Now, as I'm making this like at 6:53. As I'm making this, the 12-12 concert is about to get underway at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. And of course, many big performers are slated for this event, including The Who, Bruce Springsteen and the ESP Band, Bon Jovi, The Stones, and Paul McCartney. Well, Paul McCartney's been almost talked about artist performing for the last numerous hours after the rumors are flowing that the 2 former members of Nirvana will be backing him up. As Dave Grohl, who is already set to perform, he'll be joined with his former Nirvana bassist, Kurt Novoselic, with Paul McCartney. Basically, they're saying that Paul McCartney's taking Kurt Cobain's spot. According to several online reports, McCartney will reportedly step in for Kurt Cobain as surviving members of the pioneer grunge group Nirvana. Did I say Metallica? Excellent. Reunite for the night's Sandy Relief concert. The 70-year-old Beatle has been said to be secretly working with Dave Grohl and Kurt Novoselic following a recent studio session, according to The Sun. Of course, Dave Grohl shared with Paul McCartney earlier this year at the Grammys. Some are saying that this fronted Nirvana with Mr. McCartney taking Kurt's spot will have a new song. So we'll see what Paul McCartney does with the former members of Nirvana as a mini Nirvana reunion. I know a lot of people are saying Why not reunite with another group? Ringo? Beatles? Not Nirvana? But anyway, there you go. Paul McCartney on 12-12-12 concert tonight. Set to be joined by Kurt Cobain and Dave Grohl of Nirvana. Kind of a Nirvana reunion. Paul as Kurt Cobain's replacement. That's kind of weird. Now, on the news on another big event happening in a couple weeks. New Year's Eve. New Year's Rockin' Eve. They already announced a lot of people for that. I know Taylor Swift's already down there. But now already added to the Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve is Oppa Gangnam Style. Guy, I have this shirt underneath this long sleeve. Psy! Also, Justin Bieber will be joining Psy along with The One and now added. And Bieber will be in New York. And so will Psy and Taylor. While one will be on the West Coast on the pre-taped portion of the show with Fergie hosting from LA. And also, I've seen also added to the show Ellie Goulding, Jason Aldean, Brandon, Flowrider, Carmen, One Republic, Pitbull, Grayson Chance will be in LA during the pre-telecast, pre-taped, while Carly Rae Jepsen and Neon Trees will be in New York for New Year's Rockin' Eve. New bands added for Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve, first one without Dick after he died earlier this year. Now on with an awards show that's not produced by Dick Clark. The American Country Awards had their awards show this past Monday night. And topping the awards, Luke Bryan winning 9 awards, including Best Country Male, Best Artist of the Year overall, and also winning Best Album for Tailgates and Taglines. He also won Best Single of the Year overall and male for I Don't Want This Night to End. And he also won Music Video of the Year for overall and male for I Don't Want This Night to End as well. And he also won Best Played Radio Track overall and male. So there you go. Congrats to Luke Bryan. Other big winners including Lady Ape winning Best Group of the Year. And Carrie Underwood winning her overall 11th award for Best Country Female at the ACAs. The American Country Awards. Breakthrough Artist went to Jake Owen. New Artist went to Lauren Elena. Don't know why they're both weird. Single of the Year for New Artist went to Hunter Hayes. For one, a Breakthrough Artist single was Brantley Gilbert. And single also collabo Carrie and Brad Paisley. Touring Artist of the Year went to Jason Aldean. And Eric Church won a couple, including winning Best Song of the Year for Springsteen. So there you go. Congrats to all the winners at the American Country Awards this past Monday on Fox. Now, on to a little wrestling news right now. I'm reading on WrestleZone.com that WWE's writers, that WWE Creative, is wanting to go edgy again. We've been seeing a little bit of TV-14 stuff with the jokes on Jerry Lawler and the jokes on commentary, and I think the inadvertent jokes from Khali and Hornswoggle this past Monday, so I think they're trying to be a little bit more edgier. That's what I'm hearing from many sources. And the edgier the better, in my mind. You know, we need this edginess. Anything is necessary. But, of course, I've said it before. You try to be edgy, it's too politically correct these days. Like when CM Punk and Heyman did the joke on Jerry Lawler, people made fun of him for it. People chastised him for it. You know, it's too politically correct to do edgy stuff these days. But in my mind, they need to do something edgy. At least not over the top edgy, but at least something to shake things up in the WWE, especially with this whole boring TV PG material. Speaking of TV and overall TV shows, one of my favorite TV shows, I watch a lot of them besides WWE and TNA and UFC. I watch football and Modern Family, which I'll get to in a moment. I also watch various reality shows. How real or fake are they? Well, it depends on who you're talking to, especially when it involves one of my favorite reality shows, Storage Wars. Of course, that involves the big star of that show is, yep, Dave Hester, or was one of the big stars, as of course, over the news last night, Dave Hester is suing A&E, claiming that Storage Wars is fake. That Dave Hester filed suit in LA Superior Court yesterday, claiming that he was fired after he complained that producers were planting exotic, inexpensive items to pump up the drama on the show. Hester, of course, essentially serves as the show's villain. Of course, he's a big villain on the show. And apparently, Hester and the producers of the show had been sparring behind the scenes recently with some news reports suggesting he may not return for the show's new season. A rep for A&E cannot be reached from this report that I'm reading. But indeed, that's what they've said, that it's fake, that some things are planted in and drama. It's tough to say, man. I watch it with my family. My mom's been thinking it's fake. Well, unfortunately, Hester thinks it is, and he's suing A&E for it. So there you go. Dave Hester is suing A&E for firing Dave following accusations of the show being fake. I watched it last night, and some things feel scripted, but you never know, you know. It's hard to believe what's weird and what's not these days. Same thing with wrestling. Real or fake. Same thing. You never know. Now, on with the show I was kind of mentioning earlier. Modern Family tonight. It was high on repeat last week. Now it's back tonight. As news of Ariel Winter and her custody battle takes shape. Of course, best of luck to her and her family. Of course, Ariel Winter fighting with her family over custody of her. With her older sister taking care of her and being accused of being a bad influence. Blah, 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 blah. But while that's taken settled, Modern's on tonight. This should be a decent episode. The last episode 2 weeks ago was great. I'm happy to see Modern back in action tonight at 9 on ABC, which is not in the 12-12-12 concept. Other channels are. That is it for my Atakline for today on 12-12-12. See you later. With that in mind, you've been attacked by the news from Zach. Thank you all so much for watching. See you later.